Hello everyone, welcome to my video. Today, I want to introduce the new pneumonia. How much do you know? 2 years ago, the novel coronavirus pneumonia began to sweep the world. The number of deaths in many countries keep increasing. It has become one of the large-scale epidemic in human history. So, where was the first infected person found? The first infected person was found in Wuhan, China. A man started to have a dry cough in December 2019. At first, the research of the Chinese hospital determined that the pathogen was viral pneumonia of unknown cause. In January 2020, because the epidemic spread too fast, it was called for short Wuhan pneumonia by human. Until February 2020, some people thought that the name of the virus should not be associated with China, and that was causing social stigma. To prevent social stigma, WHO announced the new names. There are two official names for the virus. CO is for coronavirus, VI is for the virus, D is for disease, and 19 is the year of the outbreak. But wait a minute, before introducing the origin of the name, let's popular science about coronavirus. There are 7 coronavirus in our world. Look at the picture. Most virus carrier are bats, and then the indirect spreader have alpaca, cow, civet, camel, pangolin. When it comes to 7 coronavirus, let's take a closer look at the 3 viruses that everyone often hear about. SARS was occurred in 22. The severe acute respiratory syndrome will make human fever, muscle ache, cold, tiredness, headache, difficulty breathing. When you were talking to other people without keeping some distance, it is a little possible to be infected. Moreover, symptoms must not appear immediately because the incubation period was up to 10 days. MERS was occurred in 2012. Middle East respiratory syndromes make human fever, cold, intestine, and stomach symptoms. Surprisingly, 20% of the people have no or mild symptoms, and the ability to spread the virus from person to person is not as strong as SARS. COVID-19 was occurred in 2019. Severe special infectious pneumonia can make human fever, cold, digestive tract symptoms, and shortness of breath. This virus has 80% genetic similarity from SARS. Therefore, the novel coronavirus is SARS virus sister. That is why its name will be SARS-CoV-2. The structure of the coronavirus. The red color in the picture is S protein. The orange color in the picture is M protein. The yellow color in the picture is E protein. 1. Spike protein. Spikes are roll-like protrusions on the surface of coronavirus, which are the most obvious features of this type of virus. A coronavirus has an average of 74 spikes. 2. Membrane protein. It is the main structural protein on the coronavirus envelope, and it is the most abundant of the 4 structural proteins. 3. Envelope protein. Located on the envelope of the coronavirus. There are only about 20 envelope proteins in a coronavirus. Well, how do viruses enter the cell? Step 1. The virus binds to specific receptors on the cell surface. It enters the cell by encapsulation. Step 2. Viral capsid is destroyed by its own or host enzymes, and the nucleic acid of the virus is released into the host nucleus. Step 3. Newly transcribed mRNA leaves the nucleus, and it is translated with the ribosome in the cytoplasm to form the nucleoprotein and the surface protein of the virus. Step 4. The nucleoprotein binds to the newly replicated RNA. The surface protein of the virus are modified by gas-EM body to form spike proteins. So those viruses make people worse. What symptoms do you have when you are infected? First part is fever, second part is cold, third part is shortness of breath. Now, let's talk about vaccine made by people to fight the new coronavirus. There are 2 types of COVID-19 vaccines. One is an adenovirus vector vaccine, another is an mRNA vaccine. So, how do adenovirus vector vaccine work? It uses adenovirus that carry the RNA sequence of the SARS-CoV-2 spike protein. After vaccination, antigens are produced in human cells and released from the cells to induce the human immune system, and then produce protection against viral invasion. Thus, the AZ vaccine was developed in this way. Next one, how do mRNA vaccines work? The mRNA vaccines contain a paragraph of mRNA that can be translated into spike protein of the SARS-CoV-2 virus and become the antigens of the vaccine. After vaccination, the vaccine antigen promotes to immune system to produce some substance that can be immune to SARS-CoV-2 spike protein. This is why it is possible to develop BNT and Moderna. What to watch out for this vaccine is mixing and matching. The AZ vaccine can mix and match BNT or Moderna. The BNT vaccine can mix and match BNT, but can mix and match AZ. Cold storage method. The BNT vaccine needs to be frozen at -60 to -80 degrees. The AZ vaccine needs to be frozen at 2 to 8 degrees. The Moderna vaccine needs to be frozen at -25 to -15 degrees. By effect of vaccines. By effects of the BNT vaccine include tiredness, chills, headache, sore muscle, and allergy. By effects of the Moderna vaccine include tiredness, chills, headache, joint pain, and allergy. By effects of the AZ vaccine include fever, pain at the injection site, platelet disorder, swelling, and thrombus. Which vaccinators need to pay attention to? Person who has the symptoms of the platelet disorder, incomplete immunity, pregnant woman, or breastfeeding woman cannot give the AZ vaccine. The age of the 18 and above can get the AZ or Moderna vaccine. From the age of 12 to 17 can get the BNT vaccine. After that, what is the best way to keep yourself safe? 1. Remember to cover your mouth and nose with your sleeve when sneezing. 2. Wash hands frequently. 3. Please avoid crowded places. 4. Don't go abroad at will. 5. If you feel uncomfortable, please seek a doctor early. Last but not least, don't forget to wear a mask. It can effectively reduce the spread of the new coronavirus. Protect yourself and others. Thanks for watching.